All right, this is Advent of Code, day 25 in OCaml in 3, 2, 1, go. Full of hot air. As the expedition finally reaches the extraction point, several large hot air balloons drift down to meet you. Crews quickly start unloading the equipment, some fuel tanks, and a fuel heating machine. The fuel heating machine is a new addition to the process. When this mountain was a volcano, the ambient temperature was more reasonable. Now it's so cold that the fuel won't work at all without being warmed up first. The elves, seemingly in an attempt to make the new machine feel welcome, have already attached a pair of googly eyes and started calling it Bob. To heat the fuel, Bob needs to know the total amount of fuel that will be processed ahead of time so it can correctly calibrate heat output and flow rate. The amount is simply the sum of the fuel requirements of all the hot air balloons. And those fuel requirements are listed clearly on the side of each hot air balloon's burner. You assume the elves will have no trouble adding up some numbers and are about to go back to figuring out which balloon is yours when you tap shoulder. Fuel requirements use numbers written in a format the elves don't recognize. Predictably, they'd like your help deciphering them. You make a list of all the fuel requirements, your puzzle input, but you don't recognize the number format either. Interesting. Fortunately, Bob is labeled with support phone number. You call and ask for help. Just supply the fuel amount to the, for more than one burner? No problem. You just need to add together a special numeral analog fuel units. Snafu, patent pending. They're way better than normal numbers. You can skip ahead. Sort of like normal numbers, you know how starting on the right, normal numbers have a ones place, tens place, hundreds. Snafu works the same way, except it uses powers of 5 instead of 10. Starting from the right, you have a ones place, fives place, a 25s place, a 100. Got it. Dash and equals. Digits are 2, 1, 0, minus, and double minus. 2 5s and no 1s. 20. Okay. Great. For the decimal number, wait, what? Okay, the sum of them, and then convert it to a snafu number. Got it. Okay. Let from snafu stir equals string dot split lines input from snafu list sum equals in sum string dot to list stir dot list dot reverse 5 1 float int dot of float. Dot list dot map I fun ich let power of 5 equals float int dot of float I plus 1. Okay. This is just I int dot to float I in power of 5 times match ch with minus and double minus 2 2 1 1 0 0 minus -1 -2 fail with unknown snafu car list some list dot map and then holy cow. $48.90, great. But 2 snafu n. To let first power of and then there are 25 8 9 10 11 12 13 okay, so we add 2 times 1, then 2 times 5, then 2 times 25 until we get to the first number less than. Let num digit let sum equals ref 0 in while sum not equal n do, while sum is less than n do, sum let power equals ref 0 in. Sum equals sum plus 2 times 5 int dot of float power inker no power plus 1 point. Print inline int dot to string of 2 snafu 1 2 3 10 11 12. Int dot of float. I want 0 1 1 2 2 3. Okay. So okay. So that's how many digits it'll be. And then Okay. And then we can do, what do we do with the power? So what we can do is we can add, like, if it's 2 digits, we can add 2 to these numbers and add 5 plus 1. Yeah, okay. So, 6 goes to 11. If we add 2 to each of these numbers, so we get 3, 3 in base 5. That's equivalent to add 10 is 2 plus 1 times 2. So that gives us 10 plus 12, 18. Okay. And so we add this amount, convert that to, add this amount to the original number, add, and yeah, okay. And then convert it to base 5. And then in base 5, we'll build up the characters. Okay. So we do let offset equals let offset equals ref 0 in offset equals sum printf n sum n plus sum n sum n plus sum. What? And then let's ch's equals one, two. For pow equals int dot of float power down to 1 do 3 24, so we convert 24 to 4 yeah. Match let remaining equals ref n in match let 2 power equals int dot of float 5 float dot of int pow in -1 match remaining divided by 2 power with let ch equals 4 2 3 1 2 0 1 dealt with bad in remaining mod 2 power. CH's equals CH's string dot of car list CH's. These might be reversed. -0 4 sum plus two equals -1 equals 0. Okay. So I just need to reverse that. Not the right answer. Not. Uh, 10, 15, 20. $2022. One, two, three, 1 equals 10 is 20. Oh, did the equals, the reverse not get in there? Let's go! I did it! You make a smoothie with all 50 stars. Hot air balloons quickly carry you to the North Pole. As soon as you land, most of the expedition is escorted directly to a small building. Head smoothie chef has just arrived, warming up the industrial grade smoothie blender. It will take 50 stars to fill the blender. As you do, a very young elf, one you recognize from the expedition team, approaches the table and holds up a single star fruit he found. The head smoothie chef places it in the blender. Only 49 stars. You have enough stars to start the blender. Whew. Okay. This one, tricky. Print part 1s. Cool. So for this one, basically we're given input in this sort of like messed up base 5, where rather than it being just straight up base 5, some of the things subtract. And I think there's like a name for this, but I don't know what it is. Converting from is pretty simple. We convert it to a list of characters, reverse it. We like compute the power of 5 by doing 5 to the index of the character, and then matching the character with 2, 1, 0, minus, and equals, and then we just sum those up. So 2 snafu is pretty easy. So we take the input, split it into lines, map it to from snafu, then take the list sum, and then we need to convert a number to snafu. So the way we can do that is basically like as we're counting up, the first digit will always be 1, and then the next digit will always be 2. Or not the next digit, but like, because when we add another digit, it needs to be a higher number, so we need to have the 1 in front of it. 1 and 2 are the only positive numbers. And so for each group, like we go up in digits every 2 times however many like powers of 5 there are. So when it's in the ones, we go up twice. When it's in the tens digit, we go up 2 times 5. So there are 10 numbers that have 10 positive numbers that have 2 digits. And then 2 times 5 times 5. There are 50 numbers that have 3 positive digits starting at 13. So I first figure out how many digits there will be in the number by I have the sum, and while the sum is less than n, I add 2 times the current power, which starts at 0. And then that gets, eventually I exceed the sum. And then if you look at these, basically like you can figure out what the base 5 equivalent should be by, if you like converted this to base 5 by basically incrementing every number by 2, then that would be equivalent to adding 2 plus 2 times 5 plus 2 times 25. And conveniently, that is what I have calculated in this sum here. So then I add that to n, and then I convert that thing to base 5 by like keeping track of how much I have remaining. And then for the power, I subtract based on the amount remaining. I divide that by the power to get what that next digit would be. And then I map them to the 2 less than it. And that works. And then I convert it to a string and I have to reverse it. And yeah, it's great. That is day 25. Yeah, that's it for Advent of Code 2022.